guys, welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, if you remember, in our last episode, we had one hell of a month. We actually won all three of our games in that month, against Brighton, Reading, and of course against Swansea in the live com. Now, what that then was preceded by is a very, very tough run of fixtures. And they've been made even tougher by certain things that have happened this month, and I'm going to explain what those things are in a sec. But first we're going to go through the games that we've had this month. So firstly, we started off at home to Stoke, and my god did we need this. This was a desperately important game for us. Jose Perez, I think it's Jose Perez. I don't know if it is the right guy actually, is it? Yes, it is. Jose Perez put Stoke in front on 13 minutes, and they deserved it at the time, but we changed a couple of things, and on the half an hour mark, Adam Webster, captain's goal, lovely stuff, working from a corner again. A little bit knackered at the moment, as you can see, but still, he's having a lovely old time for us. And yeah, then, right on the stroke of half time, Jerome Sinclair was able to sneak in there. Wow, his value's gone down a lot, but I think that's because of contract stuff. Unfortunately, he won't sign a new deal, which is really, really annoying. I will keep trying, but he won't even talk about contracts or anything because he wants to join Burnley, because we're 6th in the Premier League at the moment, and join Burnley, go for it. But he did manage to score, and that was the key for us. Then on 73 minutes, Jed Wallace stepping in with another goal, and we need more like this from him this season. As you can see, his value has now gone up to 8.75 million, which is pretty damn good, can't lie. All of this basically meant that we were able to win the game, and we needed to, because we've got a tough run of games coming up, and the more wins we could get in now, the better, basically. Definitely dominate. I mean, clear-cut chances we had more. They had a few more half chances, but they were shooting from long range again. And I feel that we were definitely valid for the win in this one, and that actually made it 4 league wins on the bounce. And 6 league wins in 7 games to really fire us up the league. In our next game is sort of where everything went wrong, but I should also point out that Charlie Musonda fractured a rib in this game and is out for 6 or 7 weeks, so he's missed every other game this month, and things only got worse from then on. As you can see, Webster got injured in this next game against Spurs, and also Sam Manton got sent off for absolutely nothing. I've looked at it because it said, it didn't say anything in the commentary thing about two-footed or late, or it just said Manton fouls, I think it was Dongu, and then he got a red card, and it made no sense. And now he's got a 3-match ban as a result of it as well. It was ridiculous. So I don't know why that's happened. I couldn't see anything in the tackle. I looked at it on the 3D match engine just to try and see if there was anything. He just sticks a leg out, and the guy just sort of falls over like a foul. He's not won the ball, but he hasn't fouled him anyway. So it's very, very strange. But that means we're without Sam Manton for 3 games as well, which is ridiculous. Adam Webster's injury, which means we were without him for some games as well, which is ridiculous. We're getting a lot of injuries this month, and believe me, it gets worse. Ali Burrell. You notice the Kevin McAvoy's play. I think what must have happened is I must have registered him and I just didn't realise I had. So he can actually play it, and thank God for that. Although he didn't have a great game. This is his first game back. Ali Burrell actually put us ahead in this game before Jean-Marie Dongu made it 1-1. And things kind of just went downhill from there. In the second half, it was 1-1 at half time. And in the second half, Spurs just absolutely battered us. And if it wasn't for Jerome Sinclair nicking a late goal back for us, it would have been even worse. Good finish from him. But as you can see, I mean, look at this. 10 clear-cut chances. They deserve to win this game by an absolute mile. Burrell missed some quality opportunities, and I can't stress this enough. We should have had a couple more goals in this game. I've noticed something more and more now, FM now, is when you get players going through in one-on-ones, they almost always skew it off towards the corner flag. Like, they rarely ever seem to score one-on-one situations where they put clean through on goal. They just seem to smash it off towards the corner flag. It's very frustrating. Or it goes like 50 foot over the bar. Fucking annoying. Not that we really deserved anything from this game. As you can see, we were dominated and rightly lost. In our next game, though, was sort of the opposite of that, except for the fact that Ben Osborne in this game was the one that was getting injured. I think he was okay, actually. But basically what happened in this one is Eric Lamela, Eric the Apple, put Man United in front on 5 minutes, and it was a good goal. I can't stress that enough. But then, after just 20 minutes, Phil Jones was sent off, so I was like, right, let's get on attacking and try and impose ourselves on this game just a little bit more. And we got our reward on 49 minutes when Jerome Sinclair was able to level the game up at 1-1. And at this point, we were absolutely smashing Man United, and it was brilliant. Unfortunately, they then got a stupid penalty. Yet another one of these ones where it looks like they win the ball because they go in, the ball goes the other way, the same way they're going, and the referee gives a penalty. It's just like the real Premier League. So yeah, United scored the penalty. Thankfully, we managed to keep battering them, and Ali Burrell was able to get himself another goal for us, which was great. It was a great finish as well, to make it 2-2. But I still feel that we probably should have deserved a little bit more. I mean, 3 clear-cut chances and 3 half chances each, but I don't know, I felt we could have maybe won this, and it was a shame. It was a shame. But it was a point, and a point in a game I didn't expect to get a point from, as was the result in our next game. And if I was a Newcastle fan right now, I'd be furious because of the way that this game went. If this happened to me, I'd be gutted. But as you can see, both Jed Wallace and Kieran Griffiths got injured in this game, and Jed Wallace has a hip injury, which means he's now going to be out for 4 months. So that's good. Nothing like a long, nice short-range injury, because every injury we get is at least 2 months now, it seems. Musonda, 6-7 weeks. Wallace, 4 months. McAvoy was out for 4 months. Webster was actually back for this game, thankfully. It's just getting ridiculous. Our midfield is so depleted, it is unreal. But basically, we actually started off very well here with Jerome Sinclair putting us in front on 10 minutes, which was brilliant. And more of that, please. Unfortunately, Fabio Borini equalised not long after that. We were kind of really up against it by this point. I mean, if you look at who we actually had to bring on in this game, all of our substitutions were made by the 60th minute, although mostly the first half. So Schrock and Lucarelli were on. Also, we brought on Burrell later, but Lucarelli was playing, I think, out of position again. Oh no, he came on for Wallace, but he's not there yet. We were very lucky to get in front when Stefan Schrock made it 2-1, and Divock Origi made it 2-2. The thing was Origi's goal. The ball was played over the top, and Webster has about a 10-yard head start on Origi. But instead of running when the ball is played, he just stands there, waits for Origi to go past him, and then runs. I hate that. He could have easily got that. I know Origi's quick, but you've got a 10-yard head start on him. Why would you wait? It really frustrates me when they just let it go over their head and then start running after it. I mean, but look, Newcastle had 11 clear-cut chances and 8 half chances. They should have won this game, no question about it. So I'll take the fact that we got away with it a little bit. Unfortunately, the injuries have really started to catch up with us. However, in our next game, would you believe it? At home, at Fratton Park, we beat Liverpool. I don't know how this even happened. We were not very good on the night, as you can see. Like, chances-wise, we were just... This was a smash and grab. This was a stripy jumper job. Stefan Schrock, again, on 50 minutes, the powerful drive put us 1-0 up, and he's actually doing okay filling in for people. We've just a little bit, like, sort of... bare bones in a sense, more towards the bench when you look at the likes of, I had to bring on... I actually forgot to make substitutions until very late on, which was not wise. Burrell and then Lucarelli with the late substitutions, rather. But thankfully... sorry, what was it about? Vincent Abubakar got on, equalised for Liverpool on the 78th minute, and we had it coming, and I thought that was sort of moment gone. Then we got what I would be pretty much considered a dodgy penalty, because frankly it was never a penalty. It was the same as that one I was talking about just before, where it wasn't a penalty. He just got the ball, but we'll take it. Watmore scored the penalty and we won the game. How we did that, I mean, look at this though, right? As much as they had all these chances, they barely touched us in terms of clear cuts or half chances. It was all long range, basically. They were just peppering us from a huge distance, which gave us an absolutely massive win, and you can't knock it, really. It was beautiful to watch. Unfortunately, in our next game, things kind of finally caught up with us, because we've got really difficult Christmas period, and yeah, things really did catch up in against QPR. Jidong Wong put them in front on 6 minutes, and Yaya Sonogo with the penalty, and this one probably was a penalty. You didn't get the ball and the guy got taken out. I can't really deny that. We weren't that great in this one. Kieran Griffiths got us back before half-time with yet another good goal from him, but Yaya Sonogo kind of completed the game in the second half, and as you can see, that we didn't even get close to them in this game. QPR were good, and they're having a great season again. They've kind of gone up and down in their sort of performances in the league over the last few years, but this is basically where we are now. We're 6th in the league, 29 points from 18 games. We are 13 points clear of the relegation zone. We're looking for a comfortable mid-table finish at the moment, and that is where I'm sort of aiming for. If we can we've got through a tough period without actually losing too many games, so I'm pretty damn happy with that. So yeah, let's just take a little look at the squad. We're sort of working on some transfers potentially. I'm looking at Boga from Chelsea, but it looks like he's going to go to Hull. We just need to sign players at the moment, because unfortunately, Musonda, Wallace, Ivanovic, all out, and a lot of players are not fully fit yet because they're not back from injuries. We've also got suspensions, I believe. I think Watmore's suspended for the next game too, which isn't going to be helpful at all. Goals. Jerome Sinclair and Kieran Griffiths with 9 apiece now. Burrell has also got 4 in 6 starts, so that is pretty impressive also. Assists-wise, Wallace with 6, although he's going to be out for the rest of the season practically, so we probably won't see much more of him. Griffiths with 5, Musonda and Larrea, but he's on loan, with 5 apiece as well. Man of the match, 5 for Kieran Griffiths. Kieran Griffiths has also won Young Player of the Month in every month of the season so far, which is unbelievable. So in August, September, and October. No, wait. For some reason there wasn't one in August. So he won it in September, October, and November. Young Player of the Match every single month this year, which is unbelievable. I wonder if he could do it again. Mantum has the best pass completion, though Van Fitch is up there too. Yellow cards, Watmore, of course, is now, suspended as a result of that. Red cards, Watmore, Webster, and Mantum with 1 each. Average rating, Kieran Griffiths is the top one. And I will be right back, guys. Right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Right, let's get into the match preview screen. Now, it's the busy Christmas period, and we are absolutely knackered. Let's face it. We've got so many injuries, and they're injuries to key players, which is the most important thing I'm noting here. And it's going to be tough for us, basically. Arsenal are playing a sort of 4-2-3-1 kind of situation. De Bruyne, Konoplyanka, some good players in this team. Mertesacker still playing, good for him. So I'm just going to see what we can come up with, basically. It's going to be a toughie. Now, do a quick pick just to see who we've even got available for this game. Schröck there. Is Burrell? He's not really fit. He started the last game. Oh, God, we're just lacking depth at the moment. That's the problem. Thankfully, like, our first choice back four is now back, but Mantum, Osborne, and Griffiths is there. It's McAvoy and Schröck. It's not too bad. It's just I wish we had someone a bit stronger in that position. That's the kind of key area. Now, I am going to play our sort of more attacking style again because it worked against some of the bigger sides too. It enabled us to get results against Newcastle and Man United and beat Liverpool. So I'm not going to start shirking responsibility and sitting back in games, especially since we don't really have a decent defensive mid at the moment. So we're just going to sort of go with what we've got for now. Let's just see what we can do in this Arsenal game as a player. What was that? Carl Lacey, Christ. Again, bare bones at the moment. And a lot of these players are out on long-term injuries. But thankfully, we're in a sort of position now where we can actually afford to have a little bit of a poor run. Not too poor, because we've actually done okay in what I consider to be a very, very difficult game. Ooh, so if we... I just want to check if... Yes, so Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain is actually on the bench for Pompey today, and his brother Alex is playing for Arsenal today. That would be an interesting one if we could get him on later in the game, and frankly, we may well have to, although I'm more likely to bring on Crespo in his position, though he isn't quite as fit, so maybe. Let's go for start match, and just see how we do here. We are at home, so there is that, but Arsenal are a decent side, although you can't actually see them on the screen in terms of... league form, so they're not having the best year, it would seem. But I don't know, I still think they've probably got enough to put us to the sword. But we've not lost that many games this year. QPR was a bit of a surprise, actually. I think it was just the fitness levels just got to us in the end. You know, all these games coming thick and fast with a small squad, lots of players out injured, and eventually it just got to us, and QPR were able to sort of steamroller us. I mean, oh, what was that? I think that was a tackle, actually, rather than a bad pass, per se. Wilshere over the top, but... There's a huge gap open up here, and Oxlade-Chamberlain's in here, and it is 1-0 to Arsenal in the first minute of the game. That's some defending, lads. That is some defending. I don't know where the fullback went, but we are 1 goal down inside the first minute here in our home game against Arsenal. I mean, I knew it was going to be a toughie, but I was kind of hoping we'd have a better start than that and would show some kind of solidity. I mean, it doesn't mean the game's over. For all I know, we're still going to absolutely dominate this game, but... Look how far he's tucked in. And Oxlade-Chamberlain just has no trouble. It's a great finish from him. No goalkeeper in his... Best goalkeeper in the world ain't keeping that out. Oh, great. Actually, Arsenal do look quite good here. They've started very, very well. They're keeping a lot of possession of the ball. I'm wondering if it would be wise for us to actually switch to our other system just because of the way that Arsenal are playing it at the moment. Maybe we'd have more luck if we did actually play our more defensive style, because we've clearly not touched the ball very much in this entire game so far. I'll wait till sort of half an hour before I make the call on it, just to see where the game's going, because it's been running very slowly thus far. More crosses in the air, looking frustrated. I think we may have to do this soon. Oh, crap. Please don't let them score a second goal. Oh, we won the ball here. Taylor. Griffiths. He can't really pick up... No. We've got no outlets at the moment. Right, no, we're going to change, because it is not happening for us with this system. Great, who have we even got? Well, I say that, we don't really have anyone that could even play in that position, do we? I don't really want to put someone like Mantum in there. I can't believe I didn't. Why wasn't Chinaz put on the bench? I suppose if you're lining up with a... Just trying to think about what the best way to... I think we just might have to just go with it. I know Mantum is not ideal for that position, but I think that our best bet against Arsenal today is not going to be the overall attacking approach, basically. I just can't see them allowing us to do that. We may have to just play sort of much more defensive style counter-attack play. So good ball over the top from Watmore, and Sinclair, and again, one. Oh, come on, get to the ball. Like, go towards it. Mantum again here. Webster. But the thing is, we're already a goal down, so we need to just do something. And unfortunately, going to a more defensive lineup might always be the idea. And Sinclair's through here. Can he get a good touch? Takes towards goal. He's going to have to shoot here. And it's a very, very poor effort in the end from Jerome Sinclair. That is a shame. He's been good in front of goal for us generally this year. Just want to see if this change will actually... Well, I know we would, but we don't have a player that can play in that role, so he'll have to do. I don't really think it's made any difference whatsoever, to be honest. I think we'd probably be better off sticking to the system we were currently playing, to be honest. At least they're more comfortable like that. Maybe make some changes to the instructions. Oh, I've not had a game this month where we haven't picked up an injury. And it's starting to get ridiculous. Because we're picking up, I mean, at least one injury, I should say. And we're going to have no players left at this rate. Thankfully, they're coming back. Like, but as soon as they come back, someone else gets injured. So, yeah, I'm going to have to bring him off. I can't keep him on the pitch. So Ali Burrell's going to come on at half-time here. What can we do instructions-wise to maybe change things up a little? Maybe some whipped crosses. Turn off that. That's more of an Arsenal type of thing anyway. Let's try that. See if this is going to have any effect on us at all. But at the moment, it just looks like Arsenal have got us completely up against the wall here. Maybe we'll switch to attacking. Britt Sombalonga plays for Southampton. Interesting. They're not having a good season on here at all. Oxlade-Chamberlain, and a good interception by Watmore. So good ball over the top for Shrook. If someone makes a run into this channel here, which they... Oh, they have. Here we go. Go on. Why is Ali Burrell not running? Wide ball, wide ball, wide ball. Oh, for God's sake. Play the ball. There's a... Oh. There was a ball on... Oh, Mantum's won it back again. Right, this time actually do something. Oh, my God. Or just play it straight into their path. I know there's passing into space and all that, but passing into space means with a mind to actually someone being near that space, not just pass it back to the opposition. In fact, maybe we should turn off pass into space, because that might be the issue here. Get a little bit more possession for this last 35 minutes of the game on attacking, and we are only a goal down, so even if we nick an equaliser in this game, we wouldn't deserve it, but it wouldn't matter, because Osborne's ball in and it's cleared away. Now we're going to get caught on the counter-attack. What a tackle from Yanko, but it doesn't matter because we're still going to get caught on the counter-attack. Huge gap opens up. Pereira's in there, but he's actually taking a poor touch. Watmore with a big tackle, and McAvoy can clear it to no one. And it comes straight back at us. Right, big header, and again cleared straight to the one Arsenal player that's in a free space. Why can't you clear it to all the Pompey players? Oh, that's a... Oh. I thought keeper probably should have had that. It looked like quite a poor effort from De Bruyne. Knoppley anchor, ball through, De Bruyne, good touch. And, I mean, it's nicely put in the corner. Keeper maybe could have done a little bit better, but good finish from De Bruyne. We're 2 goals down now, and things are starting to look a little bit like we're not going to get anything from this game. We just can't seem to... Maybe we should shoot on sight for a bit. Just try and get a few shots in, maybe get something lucky. I'm tempted to bring on Torres Crespo for that very purpose. Since we're going to be making some subs in a second anyway. That will do. Right, who we got? Torres Crespo, yep, he can come in for Ben Osborne, who's looking absolutely knackered anyway. Griffiths is also knackered, and I have little choice, really. He's absolutely knackered. Connor Chaplin will come on for him, and he's booked, and I can't afford to get him sent off. Last thing we need is more players being out. Okay. Right, let's see what we can do for the last few minutes of this. Oh, the last few minutes was team talk perhaps just encourage them a little bit. Actually, no, I'm going to tell them to push forward. That never normally works for me, but we'll see what happens today. We are on attacking. I might switch to overload when there's like 10 minutes left just to see if we can get anything, you know. It's going to be them, isn't it? Of course. Where's the ball? Is it down? Oh, right, okay. It just wasn't our day. We've actually created the best chance of the game, it would seem. Canoply anchor. Oh, dearie me. So, 3 of them there couldn't stop that cross. It was a good ball, good goal or whatever, but Jesus Christ, defending much. Oh, went through his legs. Awesome. Good stuff. Have you heard of a sliding challenge? You should definitely try those in future. Well, actually, I can't be asked to try and put it on overload now. All that will do is give them a chance to score a 4th goal. And I'd rather not concede more. That's 2 defeats on the bounce now. Oh, come on. I mean, it just wasn't going to happen for us today, clearly. Right, win the bell. Why do the headers always go to Arsenal players? I've not seen us clear the ball today and actually land at one of our players' feet or on their head or anything. Like, the headers just... Every single clearance goes to Arsenal. Oh, dear me. Wow. Well, I mean, they've been a lot better than us today, and I think we've probably had this sort of result coming for a while now. We just don't have the squad depth, and we can't afford at the moment to get the squad depth yet. The fixtures have just completely caught up with us now. We pretty much running on empty when we beat Liverpool. That was sort of our last good performance. The QPR, we were poor. Today we've been pretty damn poor as well. I'm just going to turn it back on a counter-attack. There's no point in playing attacking football now. We've got 5 minutes to go and we're 4-0 down. I'd rather just, you know, see if we can nick a 4th goal rather than trying to actually... There we go, Burrell's running at them. Knocks it from for Chaplin. Surely he's not going to score. What a strike from Connor Chaplin. Fair play to him. That was a great hit. And at least it's limited the goal difference slightly, but lovely little touch from Burrell there to go past the defender. Drops it back for Chaplin and on the chest and then just bang. Oh, wow. That was a good hit. I can't fault him for that, but it's not going to be the saving grace for us. That would have been helpful like 10 minutes ago before we conceded the 3rd and 4th goals, but now it's just a bit like, well, it's a consolation, but it is no consolation. Because they're probably going to go straight down the other end and score. Because that's essentially what we did with that goal. Let me guess. We're going to get a just complete end-to-end stuff. No, Chaplin's in here again. Can he find a pass, though? Probably not. He's done well to hold that up, but no one's really made an opening for him. Torres Crespo, can he knock it into the channel? McAvoy's through here. Can he knock it through? Chaplin again! Wow. What a finish to this game. Pompey 2, Arsenal 4. Oh, balls. Sorry guys, I was about to try and change it to overload for the last few seconds here. Lovely stuff from McAvoy to knock it around the corner here. And Chaplin's in again. I can't believe it. Right. Just before anything happens, why not just go for it? You got 3 minutes against them. See what else you can nick in this last couple of seconds here. I'm surprised we managed to get the 2 we have, but I'm not knocking it. And that looks like it is going to be it. But 2 goals for Connor Chaplin coming off the bench. It's made it a little bit more respectable, somehow. Where's the ball? I'm a little bit confused. There we go. So Pompey 2, Arsenal 4. Relatively poor performance all round, but 2 goals for Connor Chaplin off the bench. I think he's trying to prove a point to me. He's just not good enough at the moment, but those were 2 very good finishes. I cannot deny that. So there we are. We're still 6th in the league, so it's really not too big a deal. We've got Crew in the FA Cup in the next game, so that's going to be a toughie, because we just seem to always struggle against the likes of Crew. So let's just take a little look here. Yeah, still 13 points clear of the relegation zone, although we do have a game in hand. Some teams have games in hand on us, but we'll see. So guys, let's just see what the live con will be in the next episode. It is going to be against... It's going to be against Burnley. Slightly easier month, in fact, when you look at it. You know, we've got Southampton at home, Palace away, Norwich at home, Forest away, Burnley at home. Those are some winnable games, I've got to tell you. We need to win some of these. It's actually, no, it's going to be against Forest. What we're talking about. Burnley's been... that's in February, yeah. So we've got 5 games next month, if you include the FA Cup tie. So, guys, if you like what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the video. And if you'd like to even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Sleeping Giants in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the Nottingham Forest game. Bye-bye.